You think about the last few years and what we've seen in the dynamics of agriculture. To me, what I see is a worldwide agriculture that for 7 out of the last 8 years has produced less grain than the world has consumed. So last year wasn't just a figment of an imagination that we had a shortage of supply. This is something that's been occurring for a number of years, and I believe that it'll take a number of years to address. Part of that, and a big part of that demand, is demand consumption that's occurring in the Far East and Asia. I've had the opportunity, as mentioned, to live in that part of the world for a couple of years. I've been traveling there since 1995. They literally build cities overnight. It's unbelievable to watch 300 million people migrate from rural environments to the city environment. The government there talking about another 300 million people moving in the next 5 to 7 years. I have absolutely no idea whether that will actually occur. I can just tell you that I've watched it occur over the last 15 years, and I have a lot of confidence that they're going to do their best to ensure that that happens again. And as that's occurred, their spending patterns for food have shifted. 1, they eat more, and 2, they eat differently. And as they eat differently, what that really means is they start consuming more meat in their diet than they historically have. And those of us in agriculture understand that as consumers start consuming more meat, it takes more pounds of grain to produce a pound of meat than it does to produce a pound, obviously, of grains. And that's the shift that we see occurring in Asia. I believe myself, and at Monsanto, we believe that that is one of those social trends that is going to continue for some time. It's not one without its ups and downs, like most trends in the world. There will be ups and downs, but I believe that that trend is well on its way, and I believe that it's going to continue. The question might come then, well, what about the recession or the global concerns that we have today? Yeah, it'll have an impact. There's no doubt in my mind it'll have an impact. I'm not the expert again, but if I look at some of the experts out there, some of their projections for China and India are that their economies will slow down. But they'll still be at 5 to 7% growth in GDP. That's still pretty darn good growth. Not what they've seen over the past few years, but sizable growth in those kind of developing markets where you literally have millions of people continuing to move into middle class and consume more. As I look at that and stepping back, I also see a world that needs more energy. We faced that in spades this past year. And some of us can step back and say, well, there's been relief as we see prices come down over the past few months and the challenges that we face. But again, it was another one of those enlightening moments that we're consuming energy at a pace that we've never seen in the world before. I believe that it's often that we see the discussion jump really fast from a discussion of feeding the world versus energizing the world. I believe that we should give agriculture the chance to face that opportunity and achieve both.